Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to another story time. Today we're going to be doing the quest Desert Treasure 1. So we finally knocked out all the things that we needed to do before we can start the quest. And so now that we're ready, now that we have everything that we need, we're going to go ahead and get straight to it. For the intro, yeah. Sorry, you already know there's not going to be an intro. We're just going to get straight to it. And so, for today's journey, for today's adventure, we will start with by walking through the Shantae Pass. Now we want to head over, choosing to travel with the rug merchant. And we want to go to the Bedouin camp. And then we go on a nice little carpet ride along the desert. We're here. Now we want to talk to Asgarian Smith. Hello there. Howdy, stranger. What brings you out to these parts? Do you have any quests? Call it a hunch, but you look like the type of man who might. Well, it's a funny thing you should say. I'm not sure I would really call it a quest as such, but I found this ancient stone tablet in one of my excavations, and it would be really help me out if you could take it back to the dig site for me and get it examined. It's very old and I don't recognize any of the inscriptions on it. Start the Desert Treasure quest? Yes. Sure, I was headed that way anyway. Any particular person at the dig site you want me to talk to? His name is Terry Belando. Give it to no one but him. I'm sorry, but I can't entrust you with the actual tablet. I found it. It is far too valuable to give away, but I took these etchings. They should be enough for him to make a preliminary translation on. Come back and let me know what he says. I would hate to waste time excavating anything that isn't worth my time as a world-famous architect. So, you know what that means. We want to head over to the dig site using our dig site pendant. There we are, dig site. Now we gotta go look for our boy Terry Belando. Don't worry, I know where Terry is. Well. We're going to the school here. Okay, now that we're here at the school, we want to go look for Terry Belando. There he is. Hello there, are you Terry Belando? That's right, who wants to know? Ah, yes, I recognize you. You're the one that found that strange artifact about Zaros for the museum, aren't you? What can I do for you now? That's right, I was in the desert down by the Bedouin camp, and I found an archaeologist who asked me to deliver this to you. You spoke with legendary Asgardian Smith? Quickly, let me see what he had to give you. He is always at the front line of archaeological breakthroughs. So, what does the inscription say? Anything interesting? This is fascinating. These cuneiforms seem to predate even the settlements that were excavated here. Yes, this is the most interesting indeed. Can you translate it for me? Well, I'm not familiar with this particular language, but these similarities inherent in the pictographs seem to show a prevalent trend towards a sibyllary consistent with phonemes we have discovered in this excavation. So can you translate it for me or nah? Well, unfortunately, this is the only example of the particular language I have ever seen, but I might be able to make some rough translations of sorts. It might be slightly obscure on the finer details, but it should be good enough to translate the rough meaning of what was originally written. Please just wait a moment. I will write up what I can. Translate into a journal for you, then you can take it back to Asgardiania. I think he will be extremely interested in the translation. There you go. That book contains the sum of my translating ability. If you would be so kind as to take that back to Asgardia, I think it will be reassure him that he is on the right track to find a right track for a find of great archaeological importance. Wow, you write really quickly, don't you? What can I say? It's a skill I picked up through my many years of taking field notes. I mean, yeah, it do be like that. We have here translations, read. I will skim through it so that you could read it if you want to. Now we gotta head back to our boy in the desert. To the window, to the wall. Okay, so we want to head back through the Shantae Pass and take another carpet ride to meet up with our boy over in the desert, Asgardia Smith. Hey, hey, hey. Yo, A-Dog, I'm back. Hello there. So what did Terry Belando say about those etchings? Did he give you a translation for me? Yeah, he did. I have it here in this book. Did you take a read of this? It will do you good to understand how this profession works. Here, have a read. Don't read book. Yeah, I did. Kind of boring, really. Excellent. Give me a moment to read this and talk to me again in a second. Hello there. Interesting. It seems to me like there's some kind of treasure hidden out in the desert. So, what do you say? Fancy being a treasure hunter like me? Don't you mean archaeologist? Yes, an archaeologist. Look at his sus look. It's all this hot sun getting to me, I think. Well, anyways, let's assume there is a treasure hidden in the desert somewhere. And let's just say, for the sake of argument, that maybe, if I found a big stash of gold and treasure, I wouldn't necessarily just hand it all over to the Museum of Varrock. Let's also say, purely hypothetically, that if there were such a big stash of treasure and someone were to help me find it, then that hypothetical person might be entitled to, let's say, a purely for the sake of argument, 30% split. 50%. That's right. A purely for the sake of argument 50-50 split on this hypothetical treasure, should it exist. Do you see where I'm going with this? You want me to help you find some treasure for a 50% share as long as I don't tell anybody and your reputation as an esteemed archaeologist with the Museum of Varrock stays intact and nobody discovers you're actually just a treasure hunter. Yes, but by the way you said it makes it sound like I'm doing something wrong. So what do you say, partners? Help him. Well, I guess nobody's really going to lose out on anything, and we don't even know if there's any treasure. Go on then, count me in. That's what I like to hear. Now if we split up, we'll be able to find treasure quicker. I'll continue searching around here in this Bedlabin camp. You head due south to the bandit village. If either of us find anything, we'll come find each other and say what, okay? You head due south, see what you can find out about this tablet. What tablet? Man said go south, so we're gonna head south now. There's a little pub over here we want to head to. What was that? Oh, see that? It's crazy. What am I wearing? Was it that? I didn't realize my sword was something that they were gonna hate. Talk to bartender. If you're not buying anything, I have nothing to say to you. Buy a drink. What's that? You want to buy a beer? That'll cost you 650 coins. Buy a beer. There you go. Now get out. We don't like your sort around here. You've had your drink, now get out of here. I have nothing to say to the likes of... No, wait. Look, I'm here on an archaeological expedition for the Museum of Varrock. I am only here looking for artifacts. Oh really? Your inheritance is only sand and death. What do you expect to find out here in this desert forsaken by the gods? Jeez. I heard about 4 diamonds. I heard a rumor about 4 diamonds or crystals. The 4 diamonds of Asmandria? How came you to know of this? You've heard of them then. It's only just a fairy tale for children. Maybe one of the village elders might know more, but it's not really something I care about. Now get out of here. Your sword isn't welcome in my bar. Wow, what a nice guy. So we gotta go talk to the village elder, to guy over here. Where's he at? Not the bandit. Maybe he's in here. Oh, there he is. Talk to Elvis. Hello, I represent the Museum of Varrock, and I have reason to believe there may be some kind of artifacts of historical significance in the nearby area. Ah yes, the only time people care about our existence is when they think they have something to gain from us. I have nothing to say to you, and your kind are not welcome here. Please, if I can just have a few minutes of your time to ask some questions. I suppose I can spare you that. What do you wish to know about? So tell me, did you ever hear of something called the Diamonds of Asandra? This is the treasure which you seek? Please accept my apologies. I thought you were but some opportunistic thief looking to steal what heritage we have left. Now I see that you are in fact a brave adventurer, looking to restore our glories back upon us. Yeah. So, anyways, you have heard of them? Heard of them? Of course I've heard of them. They are the legacy of the great Majar hero Azandra. So, do you have any idea where they may be? I have a feeling they may be very valuable. Valuable as a historical artifact, I mean, obviously. They were stolen by warriors of the false god Zamorak generations ago. When you find the warriors, you will find the diamonds. I suspect they will not willingly part with such objects of power, however. Beware too, for these warriors are very powerful. They have taken the powers of the diamonds into themselves. What do you mean? Each diamond has an elemental quality. There is a diamond of blood, the diamond of ice, the diamond of smoke, and the diamond of shadow. You should expect the warriors to have taken aspect of the diamond as their own. Do you have any idea how I could track down warriors somehow then? There is an ancient spell I know of that may spy upon such power, but it will require a few ingredients for it to work. Should you be willing to get these ingredients for me, I will be able to locate the rough area where each of these warriors has taken refuge. The spell is imprecise, but I will help you get on the right track in your search. Is your desire for our freedom strong enough? Will you gather the ingredients for this spell for me? Yes. Sure, what do you need? For this spell, I will need to make some Scrisy glasses. I will need enough so that I can view the realm in its entirety. When enchanted, the spheric glass will be able to let us view an area that has been influenced by the presence of the diamond of Azandra. Okay, but what exactly do you need for this spell? Well, 6 screwing glasses should be sufficient. For each screwing glass, I will need 2 magic logs, a steel bar, and some molten glass. This makes a total of 12 magic logs, 6 pieces of molten glass, and 6 steel bars. In addition, for the actual spell to enchant the glass, I will require 1 set of normal bones, some ash, some charcoal, and a single blood rune. Do you understand me, adventurer? Quick question, what kind of bones do you need? Standard bones. Other types of bones are of no use to me in this spell. Yes, I will get those ingredients. It's a slightly odd collection of ingredients, but I shouldn't have too much trouble getting those for you. Cool. So now we use these magic logs on Nebus. I hand over the logs, use the molten glass on them, use the bars. Use the ash. Thank you, that's enough ash for the spell. Use the bones on them. Thank you, those are enough bones for the spell. And charcoal. 1 blood rune. And last but not least, we need to give him the 6 steel bars. And I think that's it. Let's talk to him one more time. Excellent. Those were all the ingredients I need to create the scrying glasses. I will find a suitable spot in the desert to the east of here and set them up. When you are ready to begin your search, please come and find me there. I will show you how to utilize the mirrors to find the diamonds. Alright, now we want to meet our bud outside. Over by the mirrors. Close this curtain for this guy over here. think that this is where we want to head. Yep. Ah, so you got here at last. As you may have noticed, I have made the mirrors for the spell and cast the enchantment upon them. By simply looking into each mirror, you will be able to see the area where the trace magics from the diamonds of Azanarda are emanating from. Unfortunately, I cannot narrow down the search closer with this kind of spell, but if you search in the areas shown to you, you may be able to find some clues leading you to the evil warrior of Zamorak who stole the diamonds in the first place. So you can't be any more specific about where to look for these warriors and their diamonds? I'm afraid not. Other than the direction that the mirror is facing will be the approximate direction you will need to head in. Make sure to come and see me when you have retrieved all 4 diamonds. Alright, so now we want to head east and try to get that smoke diamond. Okay, we're here. It's a good thing we're wearing our Slayer helmet. Okay, so we want to head over in this general direction. I'm honestly just trying to get a lay of the land here so I could see where it is that we're supposed to be headed. Okay, so here's where I'm gonna need to lock in. There we go. Hopefully that didn't cause me too much trouble. Trying to remember how to get all the way back. Okay, see that split right there? That would have cost me some time. Good thing I was paying attention. We got 2 out of 3 out of 4. I'm just a little worried about getting to this one right now, the number 3. I want to make sure I don't accidentally go to the wrong place. Oh, there it is. Standing torch. Cool, cool, cool. It's on. Now we gotta run back. Cool. There's the last one. Now we gotta head inside, loot the chest, and then go fight the guy. Okay, we got the key. Perfect. Now we want to head over and start fighting the guy. Just gotta make sure my gloves are on. Yep. Gloves are on. We're almost there. He's like at the very end, right here. Cool, we are almost there. Almost there. Here we go. Hello, I'm back. You know what that means. The quest is pretty long, and so we've gotten to a pretty good cliffhanger within the quest. So we're gonna go ahead and have to call it there for now. I hope you had a good time during the magic carpet rides as much as I did. If you like my content and you'd like to see some more of it, here's a video that YouTube thinks you might like. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.